What's up guys, Erroneous here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. In today's video, I will be just going over the fact that I finally got him.
Got him! Got him!
And that is Tatura Rimehide. I could wait another day, and try to pull for this guy right here because I totally fell asleep and didn't pull Ordinator, so I can pull another Broodlord. I was able to get a second Masamoto with the champion training event that we had for the 12,000 points, so that was kind of nice. But Broodlord, yeah, I just ended up falling asleep, so that kind of stinks. But hey, it is what it is. You know, maybe I get lucky. Maybe I can pull a Ordinator right now with my mystery shards. Who knows? Come on now, come on now, get lucky. Come on. Pull an Ordinator. I'll max him out like right away. Let's go, another one. Did I accidentally put 270 gems into that? Dang it, that was an accident.
Yeah, boy.
Oh well, it happens. Looks like I just pulled another 10. I mean, we need him for champion training that's coming up anyways, so... no Ordinator. That sucks. It is what it is. I'm not going to keep pulling, honestly, to try to get an Ordinator. Getting Broodlord's not the end of the world for me, so I will go ahead and just fuse Tatura Rimehide. Pretty sweet. There's my secondary Masamoto, defense-based champion. He's pretty good. There goes my Broodlord, and let's go ahead and fuse him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, legendary baby. Let's go. It's already got 900 reviews. Dang, look at those reviews. That's insane. This guy is dope, man. Like, this guy's so cool. He's too big to be even on the screen. So, on his A1, he does attack one enemy, 80% chance of placing a decreased accuracy, which is insanely good for Hydra and dungeons. Also good for faction wars, of course. A2 places a block debuffs buff and a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. That's massive for dungeon runs. This is booked down to a 3 turn, which is huge. And then on his A3, attacks all enemies, places a perfect veil buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Also places a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns equal to 20% of the damage inflicted. So you do want to build him with 100% crit rate if you can get it. And put him with a little bit of damage. Honestly, I would try putting this guy in Relentless, personally. You can also put this guy in a stun set. You can also put him in... It just depends. He's so versatile. You can use him in pretty much everywhere in the game. Now, I personally wouldn't recommend using him as a nuker, but if you wanted to use him as an absolute nuke, you could. He does have good damage multipliers. I don't know them off the top of my head, but I've seen videos where he does have good multipliers. On his aura, he does have... When attacked, reflects 30% of the damage this champion receives back to the attacker. Also has a 30% chance of placing a freeze debuff on the attacker. So that's another good ability as well to have. Or sorry, not his aura, that's his passive. And his aura is increased ally defense in Doom Tower battles by 35%. So obviously this guy is going to be absolutely insane against Bommel, right? So if you're free to play and you don't have Duchess, you don't have Rector Drath, you don't have a Perfect Veil champion on your team, this guy is the champion that you need, especially against Hydra. So he's going to be the answer to Hydra. He's probably going to be the answer for most of you out there for Bommel, because placing this Perfect Veil is massive, because I don't believe you're going to end up getting... It could be corrected if I'm wrong down below, but I don't believe that you're going to get bombs on yourself if you have Perfect Veil. I think that Perfect Veil makes it so that you don't get those debuffs, but I could be wrong. You might get debuffs from it still. I personally don't have a Perfect Veil champion. I've never used a Perfect Veil champion. I haven't really read into Perfect Veil in depth, so I'm sure there's people that are out there probably like freaking out right now saying, oh my god, bombs still get on your champion, debuffs still get on your champion with Perfect Veil, which I'm sure they do. But it also helps mitigate damage, so that's the bigger thing against Bommel. The damage mitigation is massive, so utilizing that guy is massive. Now this guy here, Shamal, obviously I can't get him. Most people can't. But what I will do is pull my void that I have, and maybe I get a legendary. Who knows? Maybe I get lucky or not. Never get lucky. You know, there you go. So, I pulled another renegade. Just what I need, man. Another renegade. At this point, I'm probably never gonna get a void legendary. I've realized that. I don't even know how many shards I'm at. I've played this game for about 2 years now, and still no void legendary. So here we go with Tatura Rimehide. I can go ahead and book him out a little bit, or ascend him, I mean, a little bit. So at least to get his passive, which is nice, or get his aura, and that's kind of cool. I do have a couple of books, but I'm not going to throw them in until, as you all know, until Clan vs. Clan rolls around again. So that's going to be important. I am going to build him tanky as a defense-based champion, at least as much as I can. And oh my god, this guy looks so cool, but the only issue is, like, he's definitely not a high elf. Why? I get it. He's got the gold aesthetic going on as a high elf champion. But with all the high elf champions, I don't know. It's just so left field. This guy's look is left field for a high elf. And I really think that he's just the mount for, what's her name? Where is she at? Is there another champion that like mounts on him? Or it looks like? Let me see. Sacred Order maybe? Right here. Glycia Soul Guide. Honestly, sounds like Glizzy to me. Glizzy, her new name is Glizzy.
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner. Hey, yo!
Glizzy Soul Guide. Soul Glide? Soul Guide. That's Glizzy Soul Guide, guys. And she's on Sacred Orders instead. Why doesn't she have a passive that works with Tatura, though? That would be really cool, because she looks exactly like him. I mean, she has the shield, right? So why wouldn't she have a passive ability that works well with him? I don't know. Leave in the comments down below. Should her name now be Glizzy, or should it stay as Glycia? Anyways, just for jokes. So yeah, we got Tatura. Super excited. And I'm also, something that I want to talk about was the tournaments. So as you know, we've got these tournaments going on. We've got the champion training in 4 hours, Ice Golem in 6 hours. It's really important to go for these training events and these tournaments when you have a little bit of downtime in between fragment fusions events, fragment summon, fragment fusion, whatever you want to call them. So make sure you're going into these tournaments and gathering up as much prizes, rewards as possible. So like, for example, I don't know how this happens. This never happens, but I'm in a group right now and I'm in first place, and it's because it's only using rare champions to beat up Spider's Den. So random, but clearly nobody has rare champions that can defeat Spider's Den, or people just don't give a damn. Like, why? How? This never happens. And I'm so far into the game at this point, I've never had this happen where nobody even attempts. That's crazy. So it's like I feel like I'm going to win. It's just me versus this guy named New Game. So, hey, New Game, please stop and let me get first place. Thanks. Appreciate you. I'm trying to get this Relentless Gear 6-star. So make sure you guys are looking at these events and tournaments. And if nobody's participating in these tournaments, then you need to go hard. This is the time for you guys to go ham on these events and get some Relentless Gear. For the events themselves, there's an artifact enhancement event coming up in 3 hours, so make sure that you're prepping for that. Of course, I'm not really prepping very well because I'm doing really low-level spiders, and I saved 1 million coins just to get Tatura Rimehide, of course, and also the Sacred Shards. So I have 5 Sacred Shards saved up. This is the most Sacred Shards I've ever saved on my account in a 2-month span, and we have 2x Sacreds this weekend, or we should have 2x Sacreds this weekend. So if you do pull any Sacred Shards from Nightmare or Ultra Nightmare, make sure you save them until the weekend, and hopefully you guys get something big. So that's going to be it for this video. not too much to really go over other than I got him, and I'm super excited. I'm going to build him up and try to use him for Hydra, and also utilize him for dungeons and Doom Tower. So Doom Tower is probably going to be great, especially for Bommel. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And if you are interested in any specific content that you'd like me to create, I can go ahead and do that for you. Just leave a comment down below on what you're interested in. And I'm interested in creating more content for you guys, the viewers. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.